Hi, friends. It's Amy. Welcome to my bookish life. Today, I am going to be joined by the lovely Desi. And we are going to be doing our Christmas book exchange. So let's get to it.
The cutest little wrapping paper, and then we also we didn't put the title on it, but we put it what it was about.
Yeah.
Kind of like a little teaser, and also why we picked it for one another usually.
So it's kind of like a blind date with a book. This is my stack from you. Whoop, I can't. There we go. I love this. It looks like a sweater in the background, and then snowflakes over the top. It's so cute. All right.
It says, on your want-to-read shelf, a friendship miles apart, we began like this. Foodie epistolary. I love this book.
I do.
I saved, so fun fact, because you said you were doing it, and I thought it was the cutest thing last year. I can't believe we're already on our second year.
I know. It's crazy.
I saved these, and then I put them in the said book, and this is what I use for my bookmark.
And they're actually bookmarks.
Yes, I noticed. Unless you have precise cutting with your scissors, which I'm not saying you don't. This is pretty like precise. I was like, this is either a bookmark or she has a hobby that she is a master in that she did not tell me.
No, I just have like decorative like bookmarks that you can like decorate your own. So I was like, oh, this would work perfect for this.
Love and Saffron, a novel of friendship, food, and love. Oh my God.
Do you remember me telling you about
Yes, I remember this. And I'm not kidding you. I legitimately just placed this book on hold on my Libby for my audiobook. And it said it had like 12 weeks to wait. And I was like, okay, that would be a great book for like the new year. Oh, but now I don't. I love this cover too, by the way. This cover is gorgeous. Do you see that little egg? It looks so realistic.
Yeah.
FYI, eggs make me nauseous, but that's neither here nor there. I think I'm allergic to them, but I just don't know yet. But anyway, go on. It's your turn. Little tidbit.
And so Destiny and I do the silent book club, and we like did like recommendations for each other, and one of the people in the club had Love and Saffron recommended to her, and I was like,
I know that was a good little book recommendation. Book club, because I was like writing down titles and I was like, well, here we go again.
Here we go again. I love that sound. Okay. This family dynamics, loss and hope themes, garden setting. Okay, this is too thin for the first book that came to my head, which I'm reading right now. Is it?
Me and Peyton had such a good time picking out these books.
Oh. The Lost Garden by Catherine Schwartz. The one that I thought of right away was The Winter Garden.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm just reading, and totally family dynamics, gardens that, like.
Yep.
I was like, it's not thick enough,
Yeah. Chris and Hannah is like, it's a mountain of a book.
Yeah. Lonely and stagnating in a soulless job, Marin Ellis is in need of a new start, but she is not prepared for the one she is given. Her estranged father and his second wife die in a car accident, and Marin is made guardian of her half-sister. I love guardian, like guardian stuff. Like, it just...
You don't say, Amy. You don't say.
You do.
I picked the book up and it screamed. No, I picked the book up. Peyton was with me, and I literally screamed, Amy. It's Amy. It's Amy in a book. If Amy wanted to be a book, these are the themes. This is the rubric you follow.
Yay. That looks so good. It's so beautiful. Look at her hat.
I know. It's truly an Amy book because Purple Hat, like it's truly like, I'm glad. My next one is young adult future buddy read. I bought myself a copy too. Foxtrot Tango Romance. I know I'm down to buddy read any of the books that I gave you that I have, if I haven't read them.
Well, like this one I haven't read and I want to read.
Well, then let's put it on our calendar. We need to like just write our calendar down.
And there were 2 copies when I found it, so I bought.
Oh my gosh. So the book is Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. Oh, it is a gorgeous book.
Gorgeous cover.
It's gorgeous book. And I love Evie Thomas. Ooh, doesn't believe in love anymore, especially after the strangest thing occurs one otherwise ordinary afternoon. She witnesses a couple kiss and is overcome with a vision of how their romance began and how it will end. After all, even the greatest love stories end with a broken heart eventually. Oh my goodness.
Okay, which, although I take issue with a YA book that starts with doesn't believe in love anymore, because I'm like, we're a little young for that. But then you go on and it's like, because she has these visions, and I'm like, ooh, very intriguing. And she wrote Everything. I don't know if you read the novel, but it was made into a movie, and it's just like,
well, and it has flowers on the cover, and it's like a white cover with a bunch of flowers. I think everything. Is that true?
It's a white cover and it's a bunch of color over it.
Color. Okay.
I don't remember what makes up the color, but
I know exactly. I can see the book. I can see the book.
I can't see it in my head right now. Oh my. Family drama. There's a theme here. Summer read, cover by. Okay. The first book that came to my head, not gonna lie, is a book that we were supposed to read as a buddy read, and I failed. But I have read it now. But do you remember
Beach Trap?
Yeah. Which I really, really like. I'm so mad at myself for not reading
it. It was a decent book, and it was a good like narration. Yeah. I think that's why it was simple to follow.
Yeah. Okay. All we ever wanted was look at that ice cream.
I know, right? And also, I have the book and we can buddy read it. I saw it and I was just like, hold on. I've been looking at this book for years. I've had it for years. And it is it's ingrained in my brain, okay? I stood there for the longest time and I go, did I gift this to her? Or is it just I'm remembering mine so vividly?
Okay, I don't know that I said by Janelle Brown. So all we ever wanted was everything by Janelle Brown. On the day Paul Miller's pharmaceutical company goes public, he informs his wife, Janice, that their marriage is over and that the new fortune is his alone. Do you know how much money they probably spent together while he was getting that off the ground? Like that's like a year process. Oh, I'm infuriated already. Okay, meanwhile, in Los Angeles, the Miller's oldest daughter, Margaret, has been dumped by her actor boyfriend and is failing at her job, kind of spectacularly sliding toward bankruptcy. Margaret bails and heads for home, where her confused and lonesome teenage sister, Lizzie, is struggling with problems of her own. She's become somewhat promiscuous. Huh.
It just seems like a nut cluster of a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It seems intriguing.
It does.
And it was definitely covered by, because it's just a very
for real. June in Santa Rita is perfect. Just perfect. Cool. I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right. I love it when the first page has a song in it. That just looks so good. It says a killer summer read. Is there a killer somewhere?
I don't know. I didn't want to put that on there when I was...
Oh, dear. Divorce lawyers, debt collectors, drug dealing pool boys, evangelical neighbors, and country club ladies.
It seems like a lot.
That's a lot going on, man.
In that little bit of book.
In a little bit of book. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so my next one is two iconic women in the 1950s, 1960s, fictionalized epistolary friendship, intriguing premise, well researched.
I don't know if this is an Amy book, but it really felt like a Desi book.
I mean, you know me pretty well. I mean, isn't okay. Okay. The Secret Letters of Marilyn Monroe and Jacqueline Kennedy.
Uh-huh.
And it's written in letter. It's written in letter form. I'm so excited. I can't. A delicious treat of a novel about an imagined secret correspondence between two icons of the 20th century. If only, that would be such a good movie too. Oh my!
That's like the wife and the mistress, like being friends, like,
right?
I can't.
Where is this from?
So excited. And I literally threw it in my cart. Like, that's all I saw. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so Destiny. And then I just threw it in my cart. And I'm like, I didn't look it up. Like, I have no idea if
oh my God. I'm so excited about this book.
Nothing. I know nothing.
I'm so excited about this book. It's by Wendy Lee. Also, do you want a 2004 advertisement of this stuff? I flipped it open and...
2 people, 10 chances, a winter love story. I love winter love stories. 10 chances. Why would they have 10 chances? I'm very intrigued by that.
Me too. Do you ever forget sometimes what you wrapped for people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sure do. Ooh, Reese Witherspoon has a blurb on there. Oh my gosh! I want to read this.
I know, it's on your Libby. It's on your Goodreads to be read.
Yay! Oh. One Day in December by Josie Silver. Rory is pretty sure love at first sight doesn't exist anywhere but in the movies, but then through a misted up bus window one snowy December day, she sees a man who she knows instantly is the one. Their eyes meet, there's a moment of pure magic, and then her bus drives away. Mm-hmm. That's so fun.
Definitely an Amy book. So I'm thinking maybe she sees him 10 times, 10 different times, and he ran. I don't know. Or I don't know.
I don't know. Ooh, I'm so excited. This sounds a lot like Plot Twist by Bethany Turner. Have you read that at all? Oh, it's not right here. I love Plot Twist by Bethany Turner, but they see each other on the same day, every year. Oh, so good. I don't know that that's what this is, but that's just what it sounds like, It's
what it reminds you of. Yeah. Next, Cover By. I love Cover By.
It was total Cover By. I had no idea what when I looked it up, I was like, oh yeah, that does sound like Destiny.
Historical fiction dual timeline, 1947, 2012, assisted living setting. It sounds like me. With an assisted living setting?
No.
I'm kidding.
1947.
Oh, this cover is gorgeous.
White. Leave us in suspense. Look at that.
Oh, These are these what are they called? Like moonflowers? Is that what they're called? What are those called?
I just think of in Alice in Wonderland, the little
The
flowers.
petunias?
Petunia. That's what I think of. Or that's what I thought
Yeah.
when I looked at
It
them.
all comes back to you. Alabama, 1947. Wars over, cherry print dresses, parking above the city lights, swing dancing. Beautiful 17-year-old Violet lives in a perfect world. Everyone loves her. In 2012, she's still beautiful, charming, and surrounded by admirers.
So I like that both timelines focus on the same person.
Right. It says that she's in a nursing facility and that she needs a practical nurse, an aspiring writer. Violet requires no assistance, just lots of male attention. When she dies, she leaves Ronnie a note, Ronnie, a very generous bequest. Only if Ronnie completes a book about her life written about her life within 1 year, as she's drawn into the world of young Violet. Ronnie writes it. It's an irresistible journey filled with revelations, some of them about men Ronnie knew as
Octogenarians. 80-year-old.
octogenarians
Yep.
at Fairfield Springs. But then secrets start to emerge, and some of them in person, and they don't stop. Everything changes. Ooh.
I know. I was like, that does sound intriguing.
That does sound. You know what this reminds me of?
But like, no, seriously, like put it close up. Like, show us like that cover. Like, oh, it's so gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Mm-hmm. No.
The seven husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because Evelyn Hugo had a writer write her story because she was like, I'm not going to say anything until I know my time is coming. Then I'll spill everything. Kind of inspired. It has the same likeness to it.
Yeah. Okay, I haven't read that yet. It's like on my list to read. So yeah.
Well, I wish Evelyn had 7 more husbands because I can't tell you who I liked better out of all of her husbands. Like, they all had a great story for me. Like, it was very
one of her husbands, like the main character in Malibu,
of Malibu Rising
or something. Okay.
He's the dad in Malibu Rising.
All right. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. This. Okay. 1860s historical mystery nurse main character. Again, the first book that comes to mind is not
that small. Yeah, I know.
Which means I probably haven't read it, which is good. So, because I have read the first book that I'm thinking of. Oh. It's really pretty. Okay. No Comfort for the Lost by Nancy Harriman. A Mystery of Old San Francisco.
It was a very good flippy book. I loved it.
It's so flippy.
It sounded so good. And it's crazy how many books are out there that you haven't stumbled upon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. After serving as a nurse in the Crimea, British-born Celia Davies left her privileged family for an impulsive marriage to a handsome Irishman. Patrick brought her to San Francisco's bustling shores, but then disappeared and is now presumed dead. Determined to carry on, Celia partnered with her half-Chinese cousin Barbara and her opinionated housekeeper Addie to open a free medical clinic for women who have nowhere else to turn. But Celia's carefully constructed piece crumbles when one of her Chinese patients is found brutally murdered, and Celia's hot-headed brother-in-law stands accused of the crime. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, and then there's a veteran of America's Civil War, Detective Nicholas Greaves. That sounds good. I can't get over it.
I know. When I picked it up, I immediately flipped through it to make sure like the pages were in good condition, and I just kept flipping it back and forth. People
Yeah.
probably at the store think I'm like a nutball or
Ah,
something.
I don't know that I've ever heard of Nancy Harriman before.
No, and the way I was reading like the back of the book and like just her cover detail and it seems like it would be the font she uses. I was like, I would think we would run across her more often.
Yeah. Ooh, so cool. That looks so good. That's so intriguing. Oh, do you know what the first book I thought of was? Frozen
Yeah.
River by Ariel Lawhon,
Oh.
which I read for book club this year. Anyway.
I love this middle grade historical fiction, World War II, magical bookshop, time travel, and moral dilemmas. Amy,
I'm so
excited. I'm like trying to open them without like looking at it because I want to get my like reaction not looking down. Oh my goodness. The Bookshop of Dust and Dreams by Mindy Thompson. Look at this cover, my guys. Look at this. It reminds me of like Matilda almost. Like it's giving me
And it's blurbed by Lorelei Saverin, who I interviewed on my channel.
It's 1944, Sutton, New York, and Poppy's family owns and runs Rhyme and Reason, a magical bookshop that caters to people from different places and time periods. Though her world is ravaged by World War II, customers hail from the past and the future, infusing the shop with a delightful mix of ideas and experiences. Ooh, she wants to become shopkeeper like her father, though her older brother Al is technically next in line for the job. She knows all the rules handed down from one generation of shopkeeper to the next, especially their most important rule. They must never use the magic for themselves. Oh.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
So good. And Rhyme and Reason is its own character. Like the bookshop is like the sassiest character ever. I love it so much.
We're just gonna we're seriously, Amy, we're gonna have to talk because we're just gonna have to talk. Okay.
My Christmas sign fell on me. I was so excited. When
Magic.
my students got me this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at it.
That is so cute.
Page Turner thriller, twisty turny pace. I mean, I love page turners, I love thrillers, and I love twisty turny paces. But I have no guesses.
Yeah, I didn't really give you a lot here. Oh, yes.
Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintero. Oh, you were talking about this.
Oh, it's so good. I could have given you more. That's so rude of me.
You like just read this.
Yes. Yes.
What if you thought you murdered your best friend? And if everyone else thought so too? And what if the truth doesn't matter?
That is the key topic that she always says. The truth doesn't matter, is what she had said throughout the whole book.
Lucy and Savvy were the golden girls of their small Texas town, pretty smart and enviable. Lucy married a dream guy with a big ring and an even bigger new home. Savvy was the social butterfly loved by all. And if you believe the rumors, especially popular with the men in town.
One of the girls obviously does not make it. And the other one is the only person that they've seen her last with. And the other person is found with DNA on them, with blood on them, with But the thing is she is pretty much beaten up, right? Not beaten up, but she's pretty much like not walking away scathed. She has injuries as well. So we're trying to figure out what happened. And on top of it, she doesn't remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And this is her adult debut.
It is when you think you've got it figured out. Twisty, turny, page turny.
Ooh, it's got some mixed media in it.
Yes.
Nice. I love that.
I liked it. I disliked it. I liked it again. It ended. And I'm still wondering if I didn't pick up the clues the first time I read it. That's how I feel about it.
Nice.
It was an amazing read, though. I really did like it.
Ooh, I'm excited for that. Because, like, the whole time you're talking about it, I'm like, that sounds good. Do I want to read this? That sounds good.
Yes, you do. World War II historical fiction, A Suitcase of Mystery, Keeping a Promise Costs Dearly. Ooh. My Name is Eva by Suzanne Goldring. Ooh, for readers of The Tattooist of Auschwitz and The Paris Orphan comes an unforgettable story of love, betrayal, and a courageous woman's search for answers, whatever the sacrifice. Interesting.
Yeah. You love historical fiction, so like that was.
I do love historical fiction.
Yeah,
A forbidden secret, a forgotten betrayal, and the promise that cost her everything. She did some stuff. Have you read this one?
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
No. All right. Let's show yours. Stack. Woo. All right, friends. Have you read any of these books? Have you heard of any of these books? Did anything sound intriguing? Let us know down in the comments. We love to hear from you. That was a lot. Commenting, liking, and subscribing really help my channel grow, and I so appreciate you for that. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read, and until next time, Merry Christmas and happy reading. Bye!
I love this shimmer.